Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I do a gradient eyeshadow. Now there's different ways that you can do this, but I'm just going to show you the method that I enjoy, and I'll explain everything as I go along. So if you like this look and you want to learn how to do it, stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to start with the Mercier Eye Basics in Linen that I talked about in yesterday's video. And what I do is I just put some on my finger and then just blend it all over the eye area. And it is kind of thick and it's a little bit tacky, but that goes away almost immediately because as I'm blending out this product, it's drying. So you got to work quickly. And I think part of the problem that I had with this the first time I used it was that I put too much product on and then I had trouble blending it all out. But I don't want to not use enough either because I love the way the eyeshadows go on top of this, so you got to find that happy medium. Alright, that looks like it's going to be the perfect amount. Okay, so gradient eyeshadow. There's more than one way to do this. The way that I'm going to show you today is I'm going to take a light shimmery color and put that on the first third of my eyelid. Then I'm going to take a moderate type color and put that right in the middle, and the color has shimmer to it. And then I'm going to use a darker color that's within the same tone and family of colors on the outside third of my eyelid, and then bring it up and over into the crease, blending it out so that it fades as we go inward. And then I'm going to blend out any harsh edges between the colors to just kind of soften it and make it look more finished. So I'm going to start with MAC Ricepaper. This worked out so good with the other look that I did yesterday that I'm going to use this again. And I'm just going to use a MAC shader brush. This is 239. And I'm not using the same colors today as I did yesterday because I wanted you to be able to see what the same look would look like with a different set of products. But I am going to duplicate the rice paper because this is just the perfect shadow for doing this with these types of colors. So I'm just going to pat that on the inner third of the eyelid, right on top of that Mercier Linen. Now traditionally we would do a highlight shade here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put the lightest color on the lid. I'm not going to do an inner corner highlight either. I suppose you could do that if you wanted to, but I just wanted to show you this particular technique. Okay, now for my mid-tone color, I'm going to use a product that I picked up the same time that I picked up the Mercier Eye Basics, and I got this at Sephora that same day, and this is a Bobbi Brown Shimmer Wash Eyeshadow in Rose Gold. I've been wanting this for just as long as I wanted the Mercier Eye Basics, and I've never tried any of her Shimmer Wash eyeshadows before, and I haven't tried this one yet either. I'm trying it with you now. So I'm going to apply this the same way that I did with the Melon pigment. I'm just going to use my finger and just swirl my finger around in there and then just apply this in the center of my eyelids. And this is sort of a soft, subtle rose gold. So if you always felt as if you were someone that couldn't wear rose gold, this is a good one, because as I'm applying this, I can see that it's really a very pretty, soft, easy color to wear. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, and what I decided to do for the darkest color, I looked at my eyeshadows and I thought that MAC Saffron would be a good shade to complement that rose gold. This was unfortunately limited edition, but you might be able to find something similar in your collection, so that's what Saffron looks like. This has been released in multiple collections over the years. I would say, since I've been into MAC, I would say, I think I recall 3 collections that it's come out in. So every couple of years you can usually pick this up. You just kind of got to keep your ears open about, you know, what colors are coming out in which collections, because MAC does that all the time. They just keep releasing the same shades over and over again. Okay, I'm going to use a concealer brush to apply this. I find concealer brushes make really great outer corner crease blending brushes, and this one is by Zoeva. My friend June had sent me some Zoeva brushes as a gift one year for either my birthday or Christmas, and these are really nice brushes. So I'm just gonna tap that in there, and I'm not gonna pick up too much product because I can always add more if I want to, but if you put too much on your brush, then, you know, sometimes it isn't so easy to blend it out afterwards. So I'm just gonna go right on the outer third of my lid and just kind of pat that on. Then I'm gonna go back and put a little more product on my brush, and I'm going to go up a bit and then start blending inward. And what you want to do is you want to have the most concentration of color on the outside part and then just sort of fade it in. Okay, now we're going to go back at the end and soften out any harsh edges, or plus we're going to blend some of the colors together. So do the same thing over here, just pat on some color on the outer third very gently. Don't pick up too much color on your brush, because then it's going to be really hard to blend it out and not mess up your other colors if you do. Now I'm going to pick up more color. And starting from the outer corner, just blend that into the crease going inward. I think the toughest part when you're doing eye makeup is trying to make both sides look even without, you know, if you go back and you add more color on one side, sometimes it can get too dark or darker than you want it to be because you were just trying to make it look even. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an e.l.f. C brush and I'm gonna blend out any harsh edges right on the edge of where I put that darkest color. Just try to soften up those edges so that they don't look quite so harsh. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean blending brush, and this is also a Zoeva. This is a Zoeva crease brush, and I'm just going to very, very lightly blend between the inner corner, not inner corner, inner lid color and the mid-tone color. Just going to very gently blend there, just to try to blend those two colors together just a bit. Then I'm going to do the same thing from the second mid-tone color to the darkest one, but make sure you do it in that order because otherwise you'll pick up color from the darkest one if you start from the outside. So you want to start from the inside. So I did that. So now we're going to blend just a little bit between the second and third color. Okay, now I'm going to apply some eyeliner, and I like dark brown with these types of shades, and this is just a Wet n Wild Color Icon liner in dark brown. And I'm just going to go right along the lower lash line, and I'm just kind of dotting and dragging. I'm not applying too much because I love the way these eyeshadows look, and I don't want to have the eyeliner overwhelm the look. So we're just gonna, plus this is a really dark brown. So I'm just kind of dotting it on and then sort of blending it with the eyeliner as I go along. Okay, now I'm going to do the tight line. I like to start on the inside and work my way outward. I find that I get less irritation that way. Hey, how about that? I didn't poke myself in the eye this time. Sometimes I do that. Okay, next I'm going to use Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara, and this is just a miniature size one that I got as part of my birthday gift from Sephora. And I do like this mascara. You just have to be careful when you're applying it because sometimes you can end up with too much product in one spot, so I try not to press too hard so that I'm picking up the right amount of product. But this is a nice mascara. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows, and I use the Love and Beauty by Forever 21 retractable brow pencil in gray. If you have blonde hair and you've struggled to find a pencil that looks natural, try gray. Even if your hair isn't gray and your eyebrows aren't gray, for some reason this color blends nicely with my eyebrow hairs to make it look fairly natural and still be able to fill in my brows at the same time. Okay, so that is the finished look, and I hope you liked it. All the products that I used for the rest of my face and what I used in the tutorial will all be in the description box, and I'll see you next time. Bye.